Good morning and welcome back, students. Today, I'll be teaching the topic of class 12, that is fundamentals of partnership firm, recording of the partnership transactions and preparation of the capital account. This is lecture number 3. So, first of all, the capital accounts of the partners are prepared in two ways, right? A fixed capital account method and fluctuating capital account method. Under fixed capital account, under this account, the original capital invested by the partners remains constant unless additional capital is introduced by an agreement or the permanent withdrawals have been made from the capital. All the entries relating to the interest on capital, interest on drawing, salary to partners, share of profits or losses are made in current account. So we will prepare two accounts, namely capital account and current account. In capital account, the format will be same. And first of all, opening balances will be given on credit side as by balance BD. Now, if any capital is introduced by the partners, it will be written as by bank, additional capital introduced. If the partners withdrew the capitals, then it is said to be a permanent withdrawal. It will be shown on the debit side of the partner's capital account and written as to bank account. Now, the closing balances will be calculated. For that, first of all, we will total the credit side. We write the same total on the debit side, and we will deduct this amount from this amount and will be written as to balance CD. The closing balances will come. Now, this is the format of current account. In current account, we must remember if the opening balances are given, the opening balances may be debit or may be credit. And we will write if the credit balances are there will be written on credit side, that is by balance BD. And if the debit balances are given, they will be written on debit side, that is to balance BD. Then interest on capital, if it is to be allowed, it will come on credit side of the current account. Salary to the partners will come on credit side of current account. Commission will come on credit side of current account. Profit and loss appropriation, that is the profit distributed among the partners of the appropriation account, will come on credit side of P&L current account. Now, drawings, if they are to be allowed, they will come on debit side. Interest on drawings will also come on debit side. If there is a loss on profit and loss, it will be coming on debit side as to profit and loss. Now we will calculate the balances and we will write down the closing balances on debit side or credit side, whatever the balances they may come. So this is the method to prepare the fixed capital account. But when the capitals are fluctuating, the account will be only one, that is capital account. So all the entries relating to drawings, interest on capital, interest on drawing, salary, or share of profits or losses, they are all recorded in the capital account known as fluctuating capital account. So this will be the format of the capital account, and basically this is the merger of in fixed capital account we prepare two accounts, that is capital account and current account. We will merge both these accounts and prepare this one account which is known as capital account. So the opening balances will be written on the credit side. Now if the additional capital is introduced, will be written on credit side. Now if interest on capital is to be allowed, it will come on credit side. Now salary will come, commission will come, profit and loss appropriation, profits will come. If there is permanent withdrawal of the capital, it will come on debit side, and to drawings will come, to interest on drawings will come on debit side. And if there is loss in profit and loss will come to debit side of capital account. Now closing balances will be calculated and will be written on the debit side or credit side, whatever the balances come. So this is the format. Now I'll illustrate you this with an example so that you can understand it better. Suppose we have to prepare the capital account under fixed method. That is when we are going to prepare two accounts, that is capital account and current account. The capital account will be prepared like opening balances of the capitals will be shown. Here the fixed capital showed the credit balance of rupees 2,50,000 and 3 lakh. It will come on credit side, that is by balance BD 2,50,000 and 3 lakh. Now, if any additional capital, that is additional capital introduced between them was 25,000 and 75,000 will come on credit side as by bank account. But the permanent withdrawals were not given in the question. Hence, drawings out of capital were rupees 50,000 and 30,000. So these are the permanent withdrawals. Will come to the debit side of the capital account, 50,000 and 30,000. Now we can calculate the closing capital. 2,75,000 will be written here, and 3,75,000 will be written here. We will deduct these amount from this amount from this, and this will be the closing capital. Now we will prepare the current account, but the opening balances of the current account are not given in the question. So we will write first interest on capital, which was to be allowed to the partners, that is 2,000 and 1,000. Now we will write the salary of Tanmay in Tanmay's side. Now commission to Pankaj will come on credit side. Interest on capital, interest on drawings will be allowed on debit side. Drawings will come on debit side, and profit transfer to profit and loss appropriation, that is capital account or current account, will come to the credit side because it's the appropriation and a profit, part of profit in old ratio. Now we will calculate the totals. This side of the Pankaj's account is greater, so we will total this side and write this on this side. Now to balance CD will come. We will deduct these two items from 37,000 will come to 16,600. But in Tanmay's account, this side is greater, so we will first sum up this side. We'll write this total on this side, and we will deduct all these three items and write as by balance CD. So we can see in this, the current account balances may be either debit or credit, but capital account will always show the credit balance only. So let us see another example when we are going to prepare the capital account under fluctuating method. The question is same as we did just now. So the opening balances of the capital will be shown on credit side. Now interest on capital will be allowed to the partners. Salary will be shown on credit side of the capital account. Commission, interest on drawings will come, then drawings will come, then P&L appropriation, the distribution of the profit will come. Now we can calculate the closing capitals of the partners to balance CD, and the closing capitals will be 2,36,600 for Pankaj and 2,48,400 for Tanmay. So this is the way to prepare the capital accounts under fluctuating method and a fixed method. Now let us first understand the differences between the fixed capital and fluctuating capital accounts. Number of accounts maintained under fixed capital accounts are 2, whereas in fluctuating capital account only one account is prepared, that is capital account. Frequency of change, fixed capitals, they change only when the additional capital is introduced or the permanent capital is withdrawn, whereas the in fluctuating capital account, the capital accounts change very frequently with each and every transaction of an appropriation. Adjustments for drawings are not done under fixed capital account method in capital account, rather they are done under current account, but adjustments for drawings are done in fluctuating method in the one account only, that is capital account. Now, can a capital account show a negative balance? Under fixed capital method, capital account can never show the negative balance. But under fluctuating capital account method, the account can show a negative balance. Now let us understand the difference between the profit and loss account and profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss account is prepared after the trading account, whereas P&L appropriation account is prepared after the profit and loss account. Profit and loss account shows how the profit is earned or losses incurred during the accounting period, whereas P&L appropriation account is just the appropriation of the profit. It shows how the profits are distributed among the partners. Now in P&L account, items debited to this account are the expenses of the business. They are treated as the charges against the profits, whereas in P&L appropriation account, the items debited or credited are the appropriations of the profit. In profit and loss account, the preparation of this account is not based on partnership deed. except for interest on loan from partners, whereas in profit and loss appropriation account, it is prepared as per the partnership deed or as per the Partnership Act 1932. So difference between the charge against profits and the appropriation of the profits. Charge against the profits, as per the nature, it is the expense and thus deducted from the revenue to ascertain the profits or loss. Whereas in appropriation, the distribution of net profits is in different heads is shown. Charge against profits are made even if there are losses, but appropriations are not made in case of losses. In profit and loss account, the recording of the transaction is done. It is debited or to profit and loss account. The transactions are debited to the profit and loss account as they are the charges of the profits. But in appropriation, they are debited to the profit and loss appropriation account. Priority: the charge against profits are charged before the preparation of the appropriation of profit and loss appropriation account, that is before appropriating any of the profits. We can distribute the profits among the partners only when all the appropriations are done. And appropriation of the profits account, after debiting all the expenses. We can appropriate the profits only after debiting all the charges. So if we talk about the drawings, difference between drawings against profit and drawings against capital. Drawings against profits are debited to the, it is debited to the drawings account, whereas in case of capital, it is debited to the capital account. Drawings against profits are the part of expected profits, whereas drawings against capital are the part of capital. Effect: drawings against profit do not reduces the capital, whereas they reduces the capital in case of drawings against capital. That is the only reason when we prepare the fixed capital account, we debits the amount of permanent withdrawals in the capital account. Interest on drawings, it is considered for calculating interest on drawings as drawings against profits, whereas drawings against capital are not considered to calculate interest on drawings. Interest on capital, interest on capital is not considered for calculating interest on capital. Drawings again, in case of drawings against profits. In case of drawings against capital, it is considered for calculating the interest on capital. Now, let us understand the difference between the net profits and divisible profits. The net profits are those profits which are calculated as per the profit and loss account, which are transferred to the profit and loss appropriation account. The net profit so transferred is appropriated as is provided in the partnership deed. Whereas divisible profits are the profits after credit of interest on drawings to profit and loss appropriation account and appropriation towards the salaries, commissions, interest on capital, and any creation of reserves, etc. After that, that we get is known as the divisible profit. That means it is the net total profit available for the distribution among the partners. So this is all for today's class. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the class. Thanks a lot.